Okay, guys, taking a little bit of time out of my MCU series reviews to review Us because it's a movie that I've been looking forward to for a while. I was a big fan of Get Out, so anything Jordan Peele does has my interest at this point. And I'm here to say that Us is at least one of my top three movies of the year so far. I really, really enjoyed this one. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as Get Out, but as its own film, I really, really did like this one. It's more of a straight up horror movie than Get Out. It's about a family who go on vacation and are targeted by lookalike by basically the evil replicant twin versions of themselves. And it's a really good horror movie. Like Get Out was more of a thriller, but this is just straight up horror, and Jordan Peele gets the horror genre so well that I wouldn't be angry if he just made horror movies from now on. Like, just the way he frames everything and the way he understands how to elicit tension from a scene and how he knows when to go for a jump scare and when to hold off on a jump scare in a way that respects the audience but also keeps them invested. He's a very clever director of horror, and everything from the cinematography to the score in this movie is just sensational. Like, he is two for two in terms of great movies, and I'm becoming a bigger and bigger Jordan Peele fan every time I see one of his movies. Uh, I do think that while, like I said, I think Get Out is still a superior film, mainly because it Get Out will always have that sense of surprise to it because no one expected Get Out. No one saw it coming. No one was thinking, oh, we're going to get this incredibly powerful, extremely shocking, you know, thriller about white privilege and sort of upper class white privilege racism from a director who has never directed a film before, let alone a horror film, and who was famous for Key and Peele. Like, no one expected an Oscar-winning thriller from one half of Key and Peele. So, Get Out will always have that sense of surprise and that gut punch of, holy shit, this came out of nowhere. This film, Us, had expectations. It met my expectations, which is a good thing, but that's why I don't think it'll have the same. It has the same shock value because we went in expecting a good film and we got a great film, and while that's great, it still doesn't have that surprise element to it that Get Out did. But Us, Us was. I think Us has a lot more universal themes though, so I do think it's the more rewatchable. You know, like Get Out was essentially just about, racism, but a different type of racism than what we're used to seeing, And I feel like you'll be most affected by Get Out if you're black, in a way. Like, I don't mean to sound, I don't want that to sound bad, but I feel like Us has a message that can be interpreted by any color or race or religion. It's about duality, so it's, I think, more affecting of everyone. So I feel like more people might get something out of Us than would Get Out. But as a film, it's just so well made, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's tense, and the performances are all incredible. Lupita Nyong'o should get Oscar recognition Like, she is absolutely brilliant in this movie, and I hope she does get recognition for this. I hope this isn't another situation like Toni Collette in Hereditary, where she gets absolutely snubbed because the Oscars just don't like horror films. So overall, I loved Us. I will recommend Us to anyone, and I am going to give it 9 out of 10. It's one of those movies that really tells you for a second, pulls you in for a second watch. Like, some of those movies that requires multiple viewings, and I'm very looking forward to having those multiple viewings. So 9 out of 10 for Us. One of my favourites, top 2 favourite films of the year so far. That and Fighting with My Family, which I still loved. So again, my next review will be The Avengers. So stay tuned for that.